Hello and welcome to the Gfinity Arena here in London. It's time for the Play Like a Legend Championships Season 2 Finals. And if Season 1 is anything to go by, this is going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of FIFA action. We're going to see some of the best people taking each other on at FIFA 15 Ultimate Team. And I've got my two co-casters here with me, Dave Bythway, Chris Bullard. You guys looking forward to the weekend's events?
Yeah, as you said, the last one was absolutely amazing, and I'm pretty sure this one's going to be even better.
Chris, are you excited?
Yeah, no, looking forward to just to see if we get any surprise packages. There's a lot of new players coming to this tournament, so it'll be interesting to see how they fare.
Definitely. We've got a whole weekend of games coming up. We've got people obviously in the actual arena here watching live, as well as you guys at home watching on Twitch. So make sure you drop a comment on there on Twitch. Let us know who you think's going to win, who you think's going to be one of maybe the underdogs, or if we're going to have a retaining champion, which could also happen. We'll talk more about that later. But first off, let's take a look at the graphics about how everything's going to work today. Let's have a look at the rules and the format of the structure of things, and it's quite straightforward, really. We've got 16 of some of the best FIFA players in the world, basically, going to be taking each other on. 4 groups of 4 players. It's a dual group format. You may not be familiar with exactly how that works. It's not a round robin where everyone plays each other once and the most points go through. It essentially means in the group, if you win 2 games, you're through. That's the easiest way of saying it, isn't it, guys?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a conventional group, but the way it's done is a lot better and it's a lot easier to understand, in my opinion.
Yeah, if you win 2, you're through. If you lose your first game, you need to play 2 more and hopefully win them both, or else you're going to struggle. Yeah. If you lose 2, you're not going through. And so 2 people will progress from each group going into the knockout rounds. Let's take a look at the group so we can see exactly who's going to be competing against each other. So in Group A, we've actually got only 3 players, I should say, in Group A, so there will be a bye in that one. But in Group B, C and D, we've got all 4 guys. Now, Huge Gorilla in Group A, he is the current champion. He won Season 1. Now, he's qualified again for Season 2. He could win it again. Winning Season 1 automatically qualified him for the Grand Final, which is going to come up in August. But if he wins this again, that would be unbelievable. He would be the unprecedented champion of Ultimate Team, wouldn't he?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's already shown that he's like one of the very best players. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets close to the final or maybe even wins it.
We'll have to wait and see for that one. And the other guys in the groups, we've got some notable names. We've got iGamers Sneakers is a newcomer. He's a really good example of someone that's qualified online with some really strong form and could seriously challenge. We're going to have a look at the rounds of games we've got to look forward to today as well. You can see exactly the fixture list, essentially, of what's going to happen. The first game we're going to have is going to be between Guigsey and Toxide, and that's from Group A. And Huge Gorilla is going to have his bye in the first game. So we'll just have that one game from Group A going on alongside a Group B game. We can have 2 games going simultaneously during the groups, but one game will be actually played out on the stream for you guys to watch. And I guess the next thing to do will be talk about some predictions from you guys. Who do you think, first off, let's talk about the tournament as a whole. Have you got a favourite for this?
In the preview show, I said Graham. I'm going to stick with that. I think he's a good player. He's improved his team since last time. So, hopefully for him and for my sake, he can go and win it.
Well, your prediction won last time. You predicted Huge Gorilla would win, and he did. So you got a good precedent here.
Yeah, I've got a little crystal ball. So let's.
Have you actually got a crystal ball?
Yeah.
Can you see it? No, you haven't. Okay, it's a metaphorical crystal ball. I get it. Yeah. Chrissy Bullard, what are you thinking?
I think I'm going to go with iGamers Sneakers.
Really, the newcomer.
Yeah, I think he's been playing really well online. It's quite hard not to back Huge Gorilla, I must admit.
Yeah. I'm actually going to back Huge Gorilla, by the way. I'm going with the easy vote.
He must be he is the pre-tournament favourite for sure. But I just don't think he can win so many events consistently. I think something's got to give.
That would be unbelievable if he did. Yeah. It would be like when Tiger Woods first started playing golf. It would be crazy. Not Tiger Woods now. Tiger Woods, the original Tiger Woods, he was good at golf. But let's not talk about golf. Let's talk about FIFA. We've got a lot of exciting games coming up. And the first big game, of course, is going to be Group A, Toxide versus Guigsey. And you guys can let us know exactly what's going on and your predictions online. Obviously, you can tweet us at Gfinity. You can, when you're watching on twitch.tv/Gfinity TV, you can leave a comment on Twitch and let us know, if you think that you've seen something that you think this guy could go on and win it, if you think that you could beat these guys, because if you can obviously come and qualify yourself online, gfinity.net/legends, get involved, register. Let's take a look at the bracket so you can see the way that the tournament could work structurally, and we'll have a little bit more of an idea of what's going to go down this weekend. So you can see the first few games coming up today. So Huge Gorilla, as we said, he's got this bye. That's not just a very unimaginative gamer tag. He's just not playing that game. But Guigsey is playing Toxide. So we've got a prediction for that game, guys.
Them two newcomers, but as we've seen in the past, it doesn't necessarily always go against. A huge gorilla was a newcomer at the last one, and he ended up winning it. So it's hard to call, but I'll go with Guigsey.
Okay, and if obviously the loser of that game will then go into that lower bracket, and they'll have to try and win the next game, or else we'll be saying goodbye to them essentially. It's cutthroat, isn't it? Yeah. It's cutthroat. It's elimination essentially after 2 games in this tournament. But that is the competitive world of FIFA, guys. If you want to move around with the top guys, you've got to be able to play on the day. This is not like playing at home. This is playing at the Gfinity Arena in front of a live crowd, as well as everyone watching at home. You know, we're all over. We're on the Twitch homepage, on the dashboard. People could be watching from any stretch of Europe, and the pressure's on.
Yeah, it's like tournaments are never easy. Even when you're at home, they're never easy. But like just in this atmosphere, it makes it that little bit more intense, which is why a lot of newcomers do find it hard, like every now and again. But as I said, just like Huge Gorilla was a newcomer and he handled it well. So you know, if you are at home and you think you can win it, then try.
Definitely. Look forward to seeing some new faces again at Season 3. But let's crack on with Season 2. We're getting ready to watch this first game. XL Guigsey against Toxide. They're in the booth there, getting ready to face each other in the first game of the Play Like a Legend Championships Season 2. I'm very excited for this. Some of the matches from that last season were unbelievable, weren't they?
Yeah, we saw so many goals. I mean, one off of mine was the Greek against a Huge Gorilla. I think we got into double figures in the end in that. Spencer was even, well, a Huge Gorilla even, was even 2-0 down in that game and came back. So that's going to be interesting to see if he plays the same way this time, because as we saw in the last tournament, he went behind quite a lot of times. So,
yeah, he did. He's the comeback kid.
Yeah, exactly. So
you can never count that guy out. He comes back, but he's got a lot of... That's the thing, when you become the champion, you're on a pedestal. People want to knock you off. So he's got additional pressure now. He's not as hungry as he was when he was just a kid from the streets of Birmingham trying to get himself a win. He's a champion now. You see what I mean? It adds pressure, doesn't it, Chris?
Yeah, no, there's a lot of expectation on this guy now. I was reading an interview on the XL Esports website just before this tournament, and he's expecting to win this tournament now, which is completely different from last tournament where he just sort of focused on getting out of the group and just having a good tournament. Now he wants to win. Definitely.
And some of the guys are just putting their teams together now, so we're getting close to game time. And that's another really interesting facet of this tournament, obviously being an ultimate team tournament, is the players that a person goes with. You know, there's thousands of players in an ultimate team to choose from, and they have to choose a squad and go with that squad. There's only a few real kind of stipulations on there. Maximum of 3 legends is the only main one. Otherwise, it's literally whatever players you've got in your club you can use. And last season we saw probably the standout player was Cristiano Ronaldo. Most people used him, and those that did seemed to have a step above the people that didn't have him, basically, weren't they?
Yeah, well, that is the Ronaldo effect. He's just such a good player. He can, just like in real life, he can turn a game within a couple of seconds. He's just that good. I mean, you don't necessarily need him. It's all down to preference, to be honest. Like, you're going to see a lot of people using silver cards in this tournament just because, they'll pick a player based on certain attributes which they think will benefit them in, that certain position. So it's not all about ratings. So it's going to be interesting to see what players use what players in certain positions. So.
Exactly, and they're just putting their teams together now. And I think the chemistry is quite an interesting thing as well, because with chemistry, obviously people want to start a certain team to get everyone as close to 10 chemistry as they can. The only real rule there that might change things is substitutions can only be made at half-time onwards. So, for instance, if you chose not to start... I mean, we should actually have a look at this team if we can here, because Toxide is playing Ronaldo in centre midfield. Have you seen that before? I don't think I've seen that before. You must have striker Ronaldo moving back. This is the other team. This is Guigsey's team. He's got Ronaldo up front, the left wing Ronaldo up front, which... is obviously not going to have 10 chemistry there, but we've got Griezmann, we've got Cuadrado. It's a nice team, kind of slightly more conventional, although Rooney is playing CDM. But Toxide had Ronaldo in centre mid, an unbelievable team. Well, I can't wait to see how this one goes. Ronaldo is in the starting lineup for both teams. That's the main thing. The guy that we've called out as the big dog is playing. We're getting ready for kickoff. Did we get predictions for this fixture from you?
Yeah, from me, I went with Guigsey.
Guigsey, yeah.
I'll go Guigsey as well.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens here. There you can see Ronaldo. He's moved him, so it was just a starting thing for chemistry. So he's obviously thinking that there's some kind of chemistry. We don't know for sure how this works, do we? But he started Ronaldo in CDM and he's moved him straight up front because he believes it's going to help with chemistry in some way. That's got to be why he's done that, unless it was a mistake. which I don't think it was.
No, I don't think it was. And I think we've even seen he's got 73 right back on there. I'm pretty sure it's a silver. So
he's rapid. He's rapid.
Yeah, I mean, but there you go. It just goes to show that silver players, they are used, and because he's obviously got attributes that Toxide thinks will benefit him in the game. That's why he's there.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a La Liga, Bundesliga hybrid there with Robben, Gundogan, Dijkmeyer, Boateng in there. We'll see how he gets on. So, here we go. First game of Season 2, Play Like a Legend Championships. This is going to be a lot of fun, guys. Strap yourselves in. It's game time. Toxide versus XL Guigsey. Who will be victorious? You can see there on the bottom of the screen, we've got the kits laid out for you so you know who is who. Toxide is playing in the Celtic FC kit, and Guigsey is playing in the Amiens shirt, which is less... well, it's very Barcelona lookalike. Is it not the Barcelona shirt he's playing in?
Yeah,
that might be his badge. I think that's their badge.
Yeah, Guigsey's in the Celtic kit.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, Guigsey's in the Celtic kit, is he?
Yeah, he's game tag.
Oh, so that's at the wrong that's bottom. Okay, no problem. So I mean, Guigsey's actually in the Celtic kit. Here's Neymar on the ball. Suarez in the middle there, playing deeper than he conventionally plays in real life. Dijkmeyer, the right back, very fast, silver card to Robben. And it goes out for a throw. Who will get the first goal? The opening goal of the tournament. Always a big one. Setting out your stall for the rest of the weekend. Making a name for yourself. Both these guys can do that with a goal here. It's a nice little bit of skill. Robben's going to try and get the ball in. He does cross it on that weaker foot. It's going to fall to Suarez on the edge of the box. To Neymar. It's a shot. It's a save. Oh, my word. How did that stay out?
As soon as that ball went in there, I thought Ronaldo was just going to jump 10 foot in the air and smash it in.
Yeah, it looked like he could have made that.
Yeah, that's what we see usually. It just looks like he's getting nowhere near it, then all of a sudden he just jumps from absolutely nowhere and just flies into the back of the net. But Anua, we saw him keeping him at bay quite a lot in the last tournament. It's a good start for him already in this.
Definitely a popular choice. Anua, considered quite an OP centre-back, you know, a lot of pace, reasonably strong. Very cheap option for you in your ultimate team. Squads. Neymar on the ball here down the left-hand side. What a season he's had in real life, clinching the treble with Barcelona with the Champions League win last weekend. Here's his teammate Suarez to Gundogan, who could be someone that's heading to Barcelona this summer. Jordi Alba, another Barcelona player at left back.
That's such a nice little bit of skill that Toxide just did there. Nice little combo. I don't think you tend to see that a lot in a competitive scene, just because you don't usually get the time on the ball to do that sort of thing. But no, that was so nice.
It is nice. Anua squares it across to Mangala, goes to Felipe Luis. It's an all BPL back four here. Ramirez, what a player he is, very, very popular player. Chris is going to leave us here. We're going to join up with Chris later on, but it's going to be me and Dave for the rest of this game. Jordi Alba. Oh, it's a ball into Ronaldo. Goes back to Rodriguez. That's offside.
Yeah, miles off.
.22 gone in this first game. We should reiterate as well that all these games are played over 2 legs. So if someone was to win this game 1-0, 2-0, it wouldn't be over. It would just mean they go into the second match for a 2-0 advantage, and whatever the score was at the end of that second leg would be the definitive result. If it was a draw after 2 legs, we'd go into a third match decider.
Yeah, to be honest, I expected a bit of a slow start in this game because they're both newcomers. So, you know, just trying to get a bit of possession, just get into the game a little bit.
I have to admit, we're seeing quite a lot of flair, quite a lot of skill play from the Barcelona team here. We're doing quite well.
Yeah, as I said earlier, that's not something you usually see in the competitive scene, as you don't get enough time on the ball. But Toxide, he seems to be using it in the right areas of the pitch as well. So hopefully he can get a good little combination going and even score one of the goals of the tournament.
Is that something that he may, do you think, change as the tournament goes on if he feels it's not as effective in a competitive situation? I mean, at the end of the day, these guys, whilst they might not have played in a live event like this before, they've played competitive FIFA for sure, because that's how you qualify for this thing. You're playing in highly competitive games. And so if he's still doing skills, it means that that's a system that works for him, right?
Yeah, well, the thing is with skills, I'll say you don't see it a lot in competitive play, but that's not to say you don't see it at all. It's just with a lot of skills that don't actually result in, you know,
end product.
Yeah, exactly. Like a lot of times you'll see a body feint in the middle of the pitch when no one's around them. I think, in my opinion, I do that a lot. It's kind of like a little, just to keep warm, just so when you are in a situation like then, you know, you're making sure you're getting the right angles and the right stick, because skills, although a lot of people think them easy to do, when you're in a high pressure situation, a lot of the time you accidentally, you'll just move the right stick in slightly in the wrong angle, and just little things like that, and the skill won't come off. So,
looking at some of the comments on Twitch, Adriano Roto is saying Guigsey isn't even smelling the ball at this point. No possession. Aha, aha. That's what he says. So, what do you think about that? Is possession the key in Ultimate Team, or can you play a non-possession-based game and still be the victor?
Well, a huge gorilla. He's our defending champion. He's by no means a possession player. Possession, I suppose it's always key in a sense, because if you've got the ball, your opponent can't score. But at the end of the day, the key stat is the scoreline, and right now it's 0-0. So.
Great to see some of the comments coming in on Twitch. Make sure you keep them coming thick and fast. Some familiar names in there. Good to see some of you. Some new people as well. I hope you're enjoying the first game of Season 2 of the Play Like a Legend Championships live from the Gfinity Arena here in London. Still 0-0. As you can see there, Toxide with 62% possession, and we have the first goal of the game. It is a header from Cristiano Ronaldo. The best player in FIFA, some would say. I think you'd have to agree with that statement.
I mean, I don't agree in real life, but on FIFA, there's absolutely no argument. I mean, I said earlier when he put that cross in, a lot of the times Ronaldo will look like he's not going to get anywhere near it, and all of a sudden he just jumps out of nowhere. And I wouldn't say that was one of those situations, but he didn't look favourite to win the ball, but Ronaldo being Ronaldo, it's 1-0. Just before that, we saw the possession. It was 62% in Toxide's favour as well. So
possession has worked well for him there.
Yeah.
And Ronaldo's rose like a salmon and stung like a bee, and it's 1-0. And coming up to half-time in this first leg, essentially 1/4 of the way through this tie. And was it Toxide you went with your prediction?
No, I went with Guigsey. Yeah, I think he kind of just needs, I mean, you can see someone there in his ear. He kind of just needs to be told just to calm down, just keep your head. You haven't had a lot of the ball. It's your first tournament. If I was him, what I would be doing now is in the second half, I'd just spend 5 to 10 minutes of gameplay, just, you know, trying to hold the ball, just trying to keep my head, get back into it, and then go for it. Because he's 1-0 down. He's obviously not seeing a lot of the ball. Something needs to change.
Yeah, and he's got plenty of time to change that strategy, but he's probably going to need a little bit more of the ball, or else he's going to have to play a real counter-attacking strategy for sure. But yeah, still very early days in this first game, and I mean, I'm just excited to be back here in the Gfinity Arena, Dave. Season 2 is underway. This is good.
Yeah, the Gfinity Arena is absolutely amazing. For anyone who hasn't been here yet, you know, you should really do whatever you can to try and qualify for this. Yeah, and if you can't qualify, you don't want to play, you can just come and watch. I mean,
exactly,
it's absolutely incredible.
I mean, you may notice when you saw us earlier, and you'll see us again at the end of the game in our little area here, we've actually moved to an even better commentary booth now. We've gone up in the world. Literally, we're higher.
Yeah,
higher in the stands.
It's definitely a lot better than the last time. I mean, obviously we enjoy it no matter what, but you know, being up here, it just, I don't know, gives us a little bit more prestige. I think Guigsey knows something's got to change. So this is why the half-time's taking so long. He's just changing his formation up. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a 4-3-1-2, which is a pretty. I mean, on past FIFAs on Ultimate Team, we see a lot of people using 3-5-2. That was possibly the most used formation on FIFA 14. But on this one, the 4-3-1-2, thanks to a huge gorilla and a Smiley Dragon, I think they've kind of made that formation.
Yeah.
Well, I can't really say they've made it work.
Oh, going to be a goal.
Yeah, so it's straight away.
What an impact.
Yeah.
He brought Marco Reus on at half-time. I'm not sure if he was involved in the goal or not, but it was Ronaldo who gets another one. So far, both goals in this tournament have been scored by that man, Ronaldo, the talisman. And that could be something we're seeing a lot this weekend. Yeah. He scores goals for fun.
I mean, that was a lucky goal in my opinion. Toxide's not going to be happy about that. I know I wouldn't be. He tackled him, had the ball with PK, and the defender just didn't react when he tried to... well, I'm guessing he's going to try and give it up to the fullback, but that was a bit unlucky. But now he needs to go again, and that's why possession on this game, although I said it's key, again, like the key stat is the scoreline, and he's back level.
I've got to say, in the Twitch chat, there's a lot of Polish support here for United, who we're going to see later, our first Polish competitor in the PLALC Championships. So he's definitely going to be a fan favourite in this one. We're yet to see how he gets on. Obviously, he hasn't played his first game yet, but looking forward to seeing more of that support. Keep tuned in, guys. Let us know in the comments as well who you're supporting. Maybe drop a cheeky hashtag in there with the name of the competitor you'll be cheering on from home. It's always good to see who you guys are getting behind.
This is where it becomes hard for newcomers now, especially for Toxide. He was 1-0 up, he was dominating the game, and he's just right there. Oh,
that was close.
Yeah, that was a nice little body feint on the edge of the box, and that's a very that's one of the skill moves that's very effective, but it has to be in the right right areas on the pitch, and that is exactly where you need to use it. Just when you're running up the up by the side of the box, just exactly where he was, and straight inside. It's so hard to defend against, because a lot of the time, if they it's definitely one of his favourites, as you can see. He's doing it with Dijkmeyer here.
Yeah, right back, yeah. Marauding forward there.
But yeah, a lot of the times, if you do the skill there and you don't get past him, you will get fouled, and having a free kick in that position is absolutely, well, it's brilliant. And with Ronaldo on the pitch, and even Neymar, you don't really want to be giving away fouls on that.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. PLALC has broken through. What a hit. What a bit of skill to create the chance. And that's a lovely, well-worked goal. Ronaldo passed the ball back to someone, I'm not sure who it was, who squared it to PLALC. I think it was Dijkmeyer. And PLALC put it away. And that's 2-1. And Guigsey's going to have to come back again, isn't he?
Yeah, just as I was saying about that skill move he uses in scores. But yeah. Toxide now, he's got to be careful. He's had the lead once and he gave it away cheaply. So we've just seen him actually go balanced from defensive, I think it was, which is a bit of a surprise. So I'm guessing he's in his mind, attack is the best form of defence.
It's not a bad strategy if it works for you, but right now 2-1 is the score. 65 minutes through this first leg, and Barcelona's well, Toxide's Barcelona really dominating the possession, really, aren't they? They're just kind of, it seems to be full throttle, all guns blazing, constantly attacking. I think we're going to have to look for another counter-attacking goal if Guigsey's going to get back in it.
Yeah, the good thing is what he's doing, Toxide, he's keeping the ball, but he's doing it in his opponent's half of the pitch. Like, he's not even just like keeping it in his own area, time wasting, or in the middle of the pitch. He's like really pressing. Ooh, he's really pressing Guigsey back. Guigsey, such a strange name.
Boateng, I think Ronaldo might be offside there. Yeah, you've got to make sure though, because if he was on, he must have known he was off, because he was he didn't really take the most of that chance. Getting a lot of love in the comments on Twitch. Toxide is for that second goal.
Yeah, it was a really nice goal, that step over. It's always nice to see a skill move result in a goal, because you just don't see it a lot. So to see it on the competitive stage like this is a nice play, nice few step overs. It's going to be to Ronaldo. Ooh.
There is a goal of the season award as well. There was one last season, and it was won by the Huge Gorilla, who actually ended up winning the whole tournament with a goal with Robin. He scored in the final, actually. There is actually that happening again, but now there's also a secondary prize for it of $250. So even if you don't win the tournament or even get to the semi-finals, you can still win some cash if you score a lovely goal.
Yeah, we saw quite a few nice goals in the last one. I'm pretty sure. I think we're going to see some really good ones in this tournament. But see, as I said earlier, to see a skill move actually result in a goal, it's something that you rarely see in competitive play. So that one's going to be that one's definitely going to be a contender.
That's a nice bit of play. Pogba to PLALC. PLALC is a very popular player, isn't he, in this edition of FIFA? Would you say?
Sorry?
PLALC, a very popular player this year.
Yeah, he's got a lot of pace, but he's tall as well. Like. A lot of people like Robin, as you can see him on the pitch here, but his only downfall is he's not really got any pace or strength, whereas PLALC, he offers that just a little bit more. Obviously, you'd rather have Robin in your team, but PLALC is definitely a really good option, especially for BPL teams.
Here is PLALC on the ball in the central area. Boateng over to Dijkmeyer. He's getting a lot of play in that right-back position there, Dijkmeyer. Pogba now. It's a good tackle from Guigsey. Now he needs to go, and he needs to get himself a goal as soon as possible. I mean, this is still the first leg, so he's got another 90 minutes technically, but I think he'd much rather go into that second leg with a 2-2 scoreline than 2-1 down, that's for sure. There's a chance here for him. He's got the ball with Willian. Can he square it to someone? Oh, he's blocked out by Boateng, and that was the furthest we've seen him get into Toxide's half since his goal.
Yeah, he looks like he's changed it from since half time, but fair enough he scored, but to be honest, his style of play hasn't really changed. Toxide's completely controlling the tempo of the game, which is not something you want to let your opponent do when you're losing.
Suarez plays its Neymar on the left-hand side. Neymar, he's got a lot of room, but is there anyone up there for him? He's going to try a cross again. He did get a goal from a cross. It's a corner. We're probably going to see a short corner here. I imagine we see a lot of short corners used in this competition. Yes, here it is. He's going to go short. No, he's tricked us all. He's put the ball in, and it didn't lead to anything.
Was Ronaldo going to get onto that? Yeah.
Toxide of the ball, right back into Pogba. Pogba,
stoppage time there as well.
Into stoppage time in this first leg. Ronaldo, lovely skills. Oh, that's worked out very well for him. It's a great move. Suarez looking back for Ronaldo.
Oh, wow.
That would have been a goal of the season nomination, I'm pretty sure, in this first game.
Yeah, definitely.
We could have said that, for sure.
To hit it on the volley first time as well, if that would have gone in, I would have said it right there. I think that's going to be goal of the season in the first game.
The thing is, it was quite, you know, that's the thing I'm thinking about these guys, is they are newcomers, and from seeing a lot of the other competitive guys play, they're so efficient with their chances. They would never, most of them would not have shot in that situation. Fair enough if you're 2-1 up and it's the end of the second leg, but you still got to take your chances at this point because you've got a whole another 90 minutes. Could he have been more efficient there rather than trying to score a wonder goal?
Yeah, you've got a point, but you've only really got a split second to make that decision. And in games like this where you know you need a goal, a lot of the time it can get the best of you. And when you see going towards Ronaldo as well, you're kind of just tempted, right, I'm going to hit this because it's Ronaldo, it's going to go in. But yeah, you are right, perhaps he could have just been a bit more composed, but yeah, as I said, it's really a split-second decision, and that's what really separates the very best from, you know, just the average players.
Dijkmeyer getting man of the match there from right back. The silver card, the only silver card on the pitch, I believe, getting man of the match. That shows you the silver cards can play at the highest level. And we're going to be loading up this second leg very shortly, but currently 2-1 to Toxide, and he's going to be looking good to go through from the group if he wins this first game. Won't guarantee him progression, but it's going to send him on the way, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. He's going to take a lot of confidence into that second game, and Guigsey, he didn't really do a lot in that game, to be honest. He got a goal, albeit pretty lucky. So it doesn't look good for him, but you know, now he's got a new game to go fresh. He can just think to himself, right, that game's gone now. So you know, let's try and pick myself up and go again.
Exactly. He's got another 90 minutes. It's a fresh match, 2-1 down. We've seen a lot higher scorelines going into a second leg before, and people turn them around. So definitely opportunities for Guigsey to get back in it. The question is how he goes about it. How does he change his strategy? What can he do? Can he actually get more possession, or is Toxide too strong with the ball?
He needs to, well, as you said, he needs to stop Toxide keeping that much possession, because at one point he had over 60% in that game, which is, you know, you can't let your opponent do that at this sort of level. So he needs to change it. He needs to be a lot more attacking, but he needs to press his opponent high. He can use the high pressure tactics, see if that helps him. But then that can leave you vulnerable at the back. And yeah, it is hard in this situation, but only he's going to know what's going on in his mind, how he's going to what he's got planned to change it.
And these guys are very good at the game. Yes, they might be newcomers to the competition, but they would have been playing, you know, in their own kind of situations at home and or online quite a lot, and they would have had a situation like this before. I'm sure Guigsey's been in a match where he's not been dominating possession. He's thinking, well, how can I change this round? And he's got a game plan. If you haven't got a plan B at this level, I think you're going to fall short. You need at least a plan B, maybe a C, maybe even a D.
Yeah, having a plan B is so important, because in a game like FIFA, it's not always going to go your way. You can't go into a game thinking, right, the way I play is always going to work, because it's not. Because you know, opponents change, their style changes, and that if you're playing against one style, your style might work, but then if you're playing against someone who plays completely different to the game before, your style might not necessarily work in that game. So yeah, you definitely need a plan B. So let's see if Guigsey's got one. Keep
the comments coming in on Twitch, guys. We are reading them here, twitch.tv/Gfinity TV, and on Twitter as well. Let us know how you think things are going in this first game. Do you think you've got what it takes to play at this level? Because you could be here for Season 3. You could even get to the grand final, where there's even bigger prize pot up for grabs in August. All you've got to do is go to gfinity.net/legends, register, start playing in the qualifiers, getting some points, and those points will allow you to qualify for the big events like this and come down and really show us what you got. Because I'm seeing a lot of confident people on the Twitch chat thinking they're maybe, you know, God's gift to FIFA. And we need to see, put your money where your mouth is. Let us know if you've really got what it takes, and you know, we'll see what you've got at the Gfinity Arena here in London. I don't know if we can switch to the formation team page right now, because we can see the lineup. We've got Ronaldo and Mandzukic starting up front. What do you make of that decision?
Well, interestingly, I only had 97 chemistry as well. So, yeah, I mean, that says to me he's going to have a lot of wing play. He's going to be looking for the crosses, because obviously Mandzukic and Ronaldo, like, big dangers in the air. But
so again, we're seeing some changes. Obviously, substitutions aren't allowed at this point, but changes within the existing 11 are allowed. He's giving some boys some attacking runs. I think he might have put Dartmar on an attacking run there, and that would be interesting because he was instrumental in that first game from right back. He ended up getting man of the match, the German silver player, and if we can see some, it'll be interesting to see if we see a similar sort of utilisation of him in attacking play.
Yeah, it's like if I was Guigsey and I'd seen that, which I'm not sure whether he would have, I would have definitely tried to use that to my advantage. If he's got his fullbacks running forward, obviously you're going to want to exploit that. Look to get down the wings.
Shout out to
hello,
we've got a chance. It's offside.
Yeah.
Shout out to Luddy G. Shout out to Mac 3Y247, Daisy Laddie, all these people that are watching on Twitch and commenting. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Stay with us. Lots coming up today and this weekend at the Season 2 Play Like a Legend Championships. Okay, so to remind you, it is 2-1 on aggregate to Toxide. Guigsey needs to turn it around in this Celtic kit. Has he got what it takes? Are you going to stay with your original prediction, Dave, or are you going to jump ship and go to the battleship that is Toxide?
No,
Her Majesty's Toxide. Oh! That was close.
If that had gone in, I think I would have just changed. But no,
you're waiting to see what happened before you gave me a prediction there, weren't you?
I'm going to stick with Guigsey for now.
Just so you know, like officially, the Guigsey prediction is in administration already. It's been filed now, so you can't change that. So I was giving you an opportunity to change it. It's got to be a goal.
Yeah,
there it is.
I think I'll change.
Toxide. You can't change, mate. You've got this one bang wrong. Toxide. Well, not necessarily, because it's only 3-1 and we've got 82 minutes left to play. But Toxide is looking like he's come to win this thing.
Yeah, I mean, it was nice play, but I'm going to put that one down to a defensive mistake. I think he was a bit too eager with his centre-back, Branny Mate, and left the space for Suarez. It's not looking good for him. Obviously, he knows something needs to change, but to have gone 1-0 down in the second game so early on, it's going to be demoralising.
Yes, he's going to need to bounce back. He's going to need at least 2 goals in the next 80 minutes, which is not going to be easy. I'm sure he's got what it takes, because anyone and everyone playing in this tournament is a high-caliber FIFA player. They're not messing about. These guys know what to do. It's just a question of who's better on the day, who can. You know, these are a very specific set of circumstances to have to raise your game for in this sort of a live event. Could we get another header? No. That's two of his 3 goals headers. Not something that's seen as the best way of utilising FIFA this edition, heading, but it's working for Toxide.
Well, like as I was saying earlier, Guigsey needs to change and he needs to press high, and that's exactly what he's doing. But it's leaving him really vulnerable. Every time he presses, he's leaving gaps at the back.
Ball in though for Guigsey. Oh, I thought he was going to drop that there, Neuer, but he's gone with Neuer. What do you think of? Because a lot of people, obviously Neuer as a 90-rated goalkeeper is tempting for sure, but a lot of people don't like him in Ultimate Team. They feel like he's quite error-prone. What's your thoughts on that?
I think all keepers are, to be honest. There's always a sense of uncertainty. Courtois, he just, I don't know, like for me, he just seems to pull out those saves which shouldn't be getting anywhere near. Whereas Neuer, he's a bit more predictable, but he does have those slight moments. And is this going to be a chance for? No. Ball just wouldn't sit up for him. But yeah, it's also just dependent on your chemistry as well. Obviously, a lot of people are going for the BPL teams, and Courtois is obviously the standout pick for that.
For sure. Neptus Wesup is shouting out Toxide. He's saying Toxide. He's obviously a Toxide fan, and he'll be very happy because Toxide is 3-1 up, but he could be conceding here. If Guigsey, it's a poor cross, unable to deliver that properly there. He's going to need a goal relatively soon, isn't he?
Yeah. To be honest, if he doesn't get one before half-time, I think this game's just going to get out of reach. But he's got a bit of... he just left the pass a bit too late. But yeah, to go into the second half and he's going to be 2 goals down, I just can't see him like scoring 2 without conceding. It's the way he's defending, and obviously he knows he's got to press high. So it's not all his fault. It's what he has to do, but he's just got to find the balance between pressing and not leaving too many gaps at the back. And at the minute, he's just not doing that good enough.
Elite Dirt Wolf is agreeing with you completely, Dave, on the Courtois front. He says Courtois is so good in FIFA anyway. He makes some ridiculous saves. So he's obviously a fan of the Belgian man. Okay, so 1-0 to Toxide in this game. It's 3-1 overall. Mandzukic still on that pitch. He's not, he's not. Maybe he's going to sub him off at half time. I'm not sure, but he seems to be quite a big fan of Mandzukic. And for me, Mandzukic was a great player in FIFA 14 when heading was so powerful and he was such a good header of the ball. But certainly in FIFA 15, he's not a player that I've come across a lot, and I do play a fair little bit of the game, and it's not someone that I often come up against, I have to admit.
Yeah, to be honest, I'd be surprised if someone else uses him in this tournament. He's not one of the. He's not going to be one of the more common picks. So he's getting a bit more joy in attack now, anyway. Guigsey, but Toxide's defense is solid.
That's the thing. Not many actual shots on goal. Yes, he's got the ball in possession further up the pitch, but how many shots have we actually seen Guigsey have? I actually think it's just the goal that he scored in the first leg.
Yeah, he only had 1 shot in that last game, so he could be right. He could have only had 1 shot, but
chance here. Modric, can he get a ball across? Anu has come to tackle him. It's a good tackle, but it is a corner. If Toxide can get himself a goal now, it is game over. He has one. It's a short corner. Ball in straight away. It's well dealt with in the defence. Oh, not sure about that pass though. That was an absolute hospital pass.
The thing is for Guigsey, if he loses this, he's not out just yet. He's still got another chance.
Course,
so yeah. He can at least, like, maybe the nerves have just got to him. He can, after this game, if he does lose, I'm not going to write him off just yet, but if he does lose, he can just say to himself, right, I've lost, but I'm not out yet. Let's just pick myself up, look at where I went wrong. Hopefully someone can tell him so he can, like, try and put his mistakes right and come back a little bit stronger.
Exactly. And anyone that loses their first game should take that sort of attitude, because it's not over. You can learn things from this first game, apply them, and see if you can get a win in the second game. Because if you do, we've got a free kick here. Ronaldo, this is his area. Surely he's going to strike it with Cristiano here. Can he get it in? He's got a player on the line, Guigsey. He's hit it with Ronaldo. Oh, he's well hit in terms of power, but not on target, not troubling the keeper there. Almost half-time in the second leg. Currently 3-1 to Toxide. He's loving life right now here at the Season 2 Play Like a Legend Championships.
There's no better start really for a newcomer to have won. Like, if he does win, let's face it, it's been in convincing fashion. Like, he's really controlled the game. He's had 1 shot against him in the first game and like in the first half of this. So he's really playing well. He's controlling the possession. He's definitely got more of it, and he's getting the chances as well.
Here we go. Can we get a chance here? If he gets a goal, it'll be very interesting. He's just trying to manufacture some kind of chance, but it just didn't have room there. He was kind of crowded out of things, and I mean, I think Toxide's just happy keeping possession for as long as he can right now. Robin, oh, it's lovely. Look at the space he's created for himself. Guigsey's having to commit people going forward because he needs a goal, and Toxide could punish that if he can get a ball in. Robin, another right-footed cross. Header! Oh. Not another headed goal, surely not. And it's gone wide, but that would have been a heartbreaker for Guigsey to concede another header there.
Yeah, that pretty much sealed it up, to be honest. I feel like Guigsey's he's got something that's just, it's not working. He's obviously better than what he's showing here.
No shots, 40% possession and no shots. Yeah. That's not going to win you the game. He had to win this game because he was 2-1 down.
If I was him, I would have gone 3 at the back, because a 3-5-2, what that does, it just gives you more like plays in the middle of the pitch, and it really, really like helps you not only keep the ball, but it stops your opponent from finding the spaces to keep it themselves. So if I was him now, or if I was his coach, I'd definitely be telling him he needs to switch to a 3 at the back. I mean, what have you really got to lose? You're 2-0 down. Well, you're 2 goals down overall, one down in the game. You need to change it. You need to stop your opponent from keeping so much possession, because at the minute, if he does that in this half, he's not going to get another chance. Interesting,
I've just noticed Toxide's actually playing a couple of silver players, not just the one. He's got a silver in centre mid as well. And also he's got a bench full of bronzes. Not full of bronzes, but with a few bronzes on there. Some people will do that to bring the kind of overall rating of the team down. Ibarbo has come on for Mandzukic for Guigsey, so he's gone with pace. Is it going to work out for him though?
Yeah, Barbo is basically like a Mandzukic with pace, as you said. Like he's like strong in the air. It was the right idea, but I think an over the top ball would have been the right one in that situation, just because it gives your player more time to actually get to the ball, obviously because it's floating in the air. But in that situation, if you do an over the top free ball, sometimes it just takes a little bit too long to get the ball under control. So
yeah. So as things stand, still 3-1 on aggregate. We're almost over 3/4 of the way through these 2 legs now. It's a lovely bit of play from Ronaldo. Is he going to get shot away? No, he's not, and that would have been game over if Toxide had managed to put it away there. But he lives to die another day. Guigsey's still trying to get a breakthrough in this game. He's not had a shot in this second leg. He needs 2 goals, let alone 2 shots.
Yeah, he's defended that really well. But has he gone with a 3 at the back? It's a bit hard to tell at the minute.
He's grabbing the ball. He's got the pace.
Yeah.
Ibarbo's got the pace, but he's not going to make it.
Yeah, that was a bit of hit and out, to be honest. You can never really expect Ibarbo to get on the end of that one.
I have to admit, some of the play I'm seeing from Guigsey is reminding me of the sort of thing you do see quite often in online, Ultimate Team, which is not something you usually see in a competitive situation, because these guys do play a different style, a more patient style, and I think he needs to adapt to that if he's going to progress in this tournament.
Yeah, definitely, I'd agree with that. I mean, it is hard, because if you've got your play style and that's what you play best, like it is hard to think to yourself, right, I need to change this, because he's going to have a chance with Ronaldo. He's going to he's back in it now.
1 shot, 1 goal, exactly the same as what he did in that first leg. He's done it again. The through ball paid off. So say what you like about Guigsey's lack of possession and lack of chances, but he is as efficient as the day is long.
Yeah, that was, in my opinion, that was a bit of bad defending by Toxide. He obviously defends with a lot of pressure, but when you defend with pressure, you want to make sure you got your four defenders in position at all times. And in that situation there, he dragged one of his centre backs out, which left the space for Ronaldo to run into. And Guigsey was quick to see that, and he exploited it.
It's a good bit of play here from Guigsey. He's got the momentum in his favour now. 3-2 down. He just needs 1 goal to take it to a third leg decider. And you've got to say, the way it's gone so far, if Guigsey was to get anything from this game, it would be daylight robbery, and Toxide would feel very hard done by. But you've got to make your domination pay, and this could be another goal. If he just got a header on that, it's fallen to Ronaldo. That's a great shot. Oh no! I can't believe what I am seeing here. The first game, we don't even start with a slow one, people. We jump straight into the action head first, no armbands. Come on, this is 3-all. What a last 5 minutes from Guigsey. Dave, talk to me.
That was brilliant. To stay so composed and do the fact, well, a lot of people would have just shot when that fell to Ronaldo on the edge of the box, but to fake shot it and create a better angle for yourself like that, that's 2 shots, 2 goals now, is it? And
unbelievable. What is Toxide thinking right now?
He's got to be honest, if he goes on to win this game now, that's gonna show really good character, because to have dominated the game as much as he has and not be winning, it's going to be a bit hard to take, but.
This could go either way right now. This really could go either way. I'm going to put something out there. Prediction time. Hashtag it. I don't think this is going to go to a third leg. I think there will be a winner. I think someone's going to do it. The game is just open. Yeah. It's an open book.
Yeah, I'll want to agree with that, but just because you've said it, I'm going to have to.
Right,
I'm going to even.
Here we go. This is the goal. This is the goal. This is the goal. Oh, I thought it was the goal, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. I did think there was going to be a goal there, but it's 2-1 in this game. 3-all in aggregate. Could this be the chance? If Guigsey comes and wins this now, you've got to just take your hat off to him. I mean, I'm not wearing a hat, but if I was, it would be by my side, because I just didn't see this coming. We talked about comebacks a lot in Season 1. We saw Huge Gorilla's amazing comebacks time and time again, but he was never out of the game.
Oh.
This could be a goal. This could be a goal. He's cut back in. That's a good tackle. Yes, Huge Gorilla was never out of the game. He was always creating chances.
Yeah.
Just at some points he wasn't finishing them. Guigsey was nowhere to be seen. I thought sometimes that he'd actually left the arena. He has so little possession. But now, he's here. Don't make no mistake, guys. He's alive and kicking. And if anything, he's on top in this game, and he could go on and win it. What do you guys think on Twitch? What's happening right now? Is Guigsey getting a little bit lucky, or is he actually showing that he has got more than we thought he's got, and he's here to ruffle some feathers with the big boys?
He's just missed a really good opportunity there. Suarez was making a really good run, and if he would have put him through, he would have had a really good chance. But just delayed the pass a bit too long and went with a different option. But if he watches that back, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with his decision making there. Now Guigsey's back on it. Oh,
there's the ball. Oh, you saw it as well. He's managed to get it away. Can he score?
Oh
no! You needed to put that away. That's the first shot he's had that hasn't gone in this entire 2 legs.
That's the thing with a Barbour. A lot of people think, oh, right, he's got pace, he's got strength, that's it. He's going to finish everything that comes his way. But obviously, he's not a high rating, and you've just seen why. Yeah, he's got the pace, he's got the strength. Yeah. But his finishing's just not quite there.
Yeah, that is very true. Here's Rooney on the ball. It's all Guigsey right now. Fair play to him. He's turned this around 180 degrees. Barbour on the ball on his right-hand side. He's been forced out of play. Got a throw in. Here we go. Oh, it's great physical play there. Who is that?
That's Mangala, I think.
He's come very far forward, isn't it? I thought it was Mangala, but he seems to be... Yeah. Is he gone attacking, you think? Is he gone ultra-attacking? I mean, it's 3-all right now. You'd be a bit crazy to go too out attacking right now.
No, I don't think he's gone ultra-attacking, but as I said earlier, he needs to press high, and that's exactly what he's doing. But he doesn't want to be bringing his centre-backs out like that. As I said, it's already cost them both goals in this game. The first goal for Toxide came because Guigsey pressed too high with one of his centre-backs. And Guigsey's first goal against Toxide came because Toxide pressed too high with one of his centre-backs. So, yeah, you really don't want to be doing that, especially if you're Guigsey and you've just got back into the game.
It's absolutely changed this game completely. Guigsey is really, really on fire. So, oh, hello, though. Toxide could go through. It could be a penalty. No, the ref's kept his whistle in his pocket. And, well, probably not in his pocket. It's probably just around his neck, I'd imagine. Here we go. Ball. Ronaldo. He turns. Oh, double turn.
Oh.
That could have been a penalty as well.
Yeah,
you know?
I was just about to say... With the original chance, it's so important to make sure your defenders get in. It's so important to make sure your defenders get in front of Ronaldo when he takes that touch, because a lot of time he'll take the touch and he just appears in front. But then, yeah, that could easily have been a penalty, but it's kind of like a 50-50. Sometimes the player will go down and get the penalty. Sometimes, as you've just seen, then they won't go down and won't get given. But maybe one more chance. No, isn't it?
Barrage Tricks is saying that he thinks Toxide is nervous. He thinks that the comeback from Guigsey has rattled him. What do you think?
Well, to be honest, if he wasn't nervous, I'd be surprised. The newcomers to the events, FIFA's never easy no matter what level you play at. So if I was him, I'd definitely be a bit disappointed, because I feel like he had the better of the 2 games in terms of chances, possession. But Guigsey was just clinical. He even could have won it with that chance with Barbour at the end.
That is the full-time whistle on that second leg, so we are going to be going to a third leg decider, because we need a winner. It's not a round-robin structured group stage whereby a point can be given for a draw. We have to have a clear winner from every fixture. So it's going to go on. And, I mean, the end part of that game was definitely the momentum was with Guigsey. But it's changed, and you could say, the fact that it's a new game, you could say that that's going to change now. And maybe if Toxide does compose himself, remind himself that he's absolutely dominated 75% of those 2 matches, he should feel like he can go on and win this. But if he lets himself be rattled, then he's going to struggle. You can see him checking his phone there. I mean, is he actually looking at anything on his phone, or is he just pretending because he wants to look like he's not bothered? That is, I don't know.
But he looked calm to me. He doesn't look like someone who's just had a comeback on the scale of what he just did. I know he's only a 2-goal comeback, but at this level, that's really good. But to be honest, both of them look pretty calm, but in their heads, I know for a fact they're going to be a bit nervous, especially Toxide. But the thing is, it's kind of hard to tell yourself during a game, right, I've done this right, I just need to calm down and go again, because she's so focused. But they were the rate of the game, he can just take a minute to himself and just recompose and go again.
I reckon there's some sweaty hands in that booth, that's for sure. Guigsey's just been getting some advice from someone. Is that a coach, would that be? Yeah,
I think that, the coach or manager of his team, but sometimes it can help just to have someone in your ear just saying, But, I've just seen Toxide hasn't got anyone, and he's dominated the game, to be honest. So it can help for some people, but, it's not for everyone.
GG Tom is asking in the Twitch chat if this is head-to-head or foot. This is Ultimate Team, guys. This is the premier Ultimate Team competitive tournament. It's the Play Like a Legend Championships Season 2. We had Season 1 just about a month ago, and Huge Gorilla won it. He's playing again. He's actually in this group with these 2 guys, and he could be retaining his championship. We don't know yet. These guys will be wanting to say something about that, I'm sure. And yeah, this is Ultimate Team. This is really exciting Ultimate Team competitive event, the first of its kind. So you've tuned in at the ground 0 point, guys. You're in at the beginning, and you can stay with us throughout this whole season of content. We've got season 3, season 4 still to come, and of course our grand final in August, which is going to be an absolute. I mean, I can't wait. I mean, I love this on its own, but the grand final is going to be crazy because there's more money up for grabs. All the winners of each season automatically qualify for it, as well as more of you at home at gfinity.net/legends. Go on there, register, play your FIFA. If you're as good as you think you are, you could be here for the grand final. You could be here for season 3. I look forward to seeing you there. But we're going to go to a third tie decider between Guigsey and Toxide. Dave, I'm guessing you're staying with Guigsey.
Yeah, well, you didn't let me change in that first game. I'm kind of glad now that you didn't. So, yeah, I'm going to stick with him. I think the momentum's definitely going to be in his favour, although his momentum could have been stemmed a little bit. The fact the game's now over and they've got to go again. But
what was the key thing you think he did that got him back in the game? Was it one thing, or was it a little bit of just taking his chances, a little bit of luck maybe, or was there an actual decision that he made?
Yeah, he definitely changed the way he played. He, as you said in the first game, Toxide had way too much possession, and Guigsey, he started pressing a lot more in the second game because he kind of had nothing to lose. He was already 2 goals down. So he pressed a lot more, and he's changed his formation, and it worked for him. And it looks like he's even going to change again now to a 4-3-1-2.
Yep,
which we're about to see.
Seeing Mandzukic up front again. Let's go over to the game now because it's about to kick off. This is the third leg, and there's not always a third leg. Obviously, this is because it was a draw after 2, and whoever wins this one will be the winner. They will have 1 win from their first game in the group. A second win will get them through. Losing it doesn't get you out, but it's just a little bit of a setback, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think for Toxide now, if he'd lost, I don't think that would bode well for the rest of his tournament. It's all about mentality, and to have dominated the game like that and lost, it's not going to be an easy one to take, but that's where your character is distinguished, to be honest.
Talk to me about Di Maria in CDM. You see that?
It's his pace. He's having a pacey centre defensive mid is so important, well, in my opinion anyway. Like, it's just to have someone who can get box to box as quick as what those players can. Like Ramirez is another really popular one. It's just so important.
Ooh. Who did he have in CDM alongside him? Like that, for me, if you're going to play someone like a Suarez or a Di Maria or a Rooney or a Bale, some people do it with Bale in CDM, you need an enforcer alongside them. You need someone that is an out-and-out CDM to kind of complement the fact that they're going to be more attacking.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I'm not sure who he had, but so Pogba's come on for.
Seen a substitution there early doors. I'm not sure if that's within the rules. It is allowed. In the third game, you can make substitutions. Okay, that's interesting. That was a new rule I wasn't aware of. So in the third game, you're allowed to make substitutions before half-time. Okay. Royce has come on. It's a silver goal rule as well. That's part of the reason. It's not really like a third game. It's more like an extra time of the second game, if you will. Silver goal, and if you don't know how silver goal works, it's a slightly kinder, less cutthroat version of golden goal. Essentially, if you score a goal in the first half of the match, you don't win automatically like you do a golden goal. But if you go, so let's say Guigsey scores, makes it 4-3 in aggregate. At half-time, he will win the match because it ended at half-time. However, if it's a draw at half-time, whether both teams score or neither team score, you go through to the full 90 minutes and we play it like it's a full match. But the option is there to end it at half-time. Keeps it a little bit shorter, which is why we allow the subs straight away in the third match. But in the normal games, you have to wait till half-time before you can make subs. Okay, enough about the rules. Here's Guigsey on the ball with Marco Royce, who's come off the bench, ball in through Barbo! Oh, no! Off the bar. That hurts considering the lack of chances he's had. To miss one like that is, it's a heartbreaker, Dave.
Yeah, again, that's just the thing with Barbo. He's got pace, he's got strength, but his finishing is not quite there, and a lot of people seem to always forget that. And we've seen it twice now in this game. He missed a pretty easy chance towards the end of the second game, and now he's just missed that absolute sitter.
And if it is a draw at the end of the silver goal 90-minute match, it does go to penalties as well. That's right, isn't it? I believe. 3-3 here in extra time. Silver goal situation. Ronaldo on the ball. Pogba. Neymar. Taking his time with Neymar. It's the patient approach of Toxide. He might just need to put a little bit more energy into it now. Neuer. Oh, that's not a good goal kick. He's got away with that though. He's got away with that in a big way.
Toxide is so much more nervous in this game. You can already tell in the way he's playing. He's not keeping the ball as well as he used to. He looks like he's kind of forcing it a little bit.
Chance here though. Chance here though. Turned it. Oh, the goal was gaping.
See, that was a perfect situation then for another little body fight, which is something that we've seen him do, and I was expecting it then. If he would have just done one more body fight inside onto Ronaldo's right foot, I think that would have been a goal.
Maybe because you were expecting it is why he didn't do it.
Yeah.
He's one step ahead of the game. Well, it didn't work out for him there. Suarez has got 3 men marking him right now. Robin to Di Maria. Now, here's a question for you. So many people using Ronaldo. One player that would surely compliment Ronaldo a lot would be Messi. We're not seeing a lot of Messi, are we? Using these tournaments. Why is that? Is that just purely because of the cost of the players and they're not able to get them both in the team, or do some people not like him? Because I love him in this game.
Well, yeah, I definitely agree with the fact that he compliments Ronaldo, but a lot of people have gone with Robin instead because he's a bit of a cheaper option, yet he kind of gives you the same bit of pace, dribbling. Obviously his finish is not as good, but it's still good enough. And a lot of players use a formation that only has one striker as well. So Messi's good on the wing, but
put him in cam.
You could put him in cam, yeah, but
feeling frisky.
His finishing is definitely one of his best points. Obviously pace as well, but his finishing's one of the reasons why you'd want him in there. But if you could have Robin for quite a lot cheaper, who's giving you nearly the same sort of stats, then that's definitely a better option.
Here we are then, Guigsey on attack with Oscar. He's done well there, creating space. Plays it over to Marco Reus. Is he going to deliver? He's going to try. Eventually, he's just taking his time to Ronaldo. Oh, lovely turn. Could this be goal? Could this be magic? Ibarbo! What a save. Manuel Neuer with the shin pads.
He left the pass too late. If he played it straight away to Ibarbo, would have had a lot more time to pick out a shot. But
ball in. It's all Guigsey right now. Since he got that second goal, that made it 3-2 in the second leg, he's dominated. He's absolutely turned the game on its head, and you've got to give him his fair dues because he's really done well.
Yeah, he's turned it on its head. The momentum's definitely in his favour now.
It's literally like we're seeing someone change from not only an amateur but a novice to a competitive player in front of our eyes, because he's changed his game plan. He's improved tenfold since the start of that first leg to now in a matter of minutes.
Yeah, maybe he was just a bit nervous. Then he's calmed down a little bit. He started to play style a lot more. And he's right back in this, and to be honest, the momentum's with him, but I don't want to curse the commentator maybe. Yeah, I don't want to be a fault for anyone losing.
Ronaldo on the ball here to Oscar. Oscar is going to get a throw in for Guigsey. What is going through Toxide's head now? He thought he was home and away. He thought he'd done it. He thought he was, he's already running his bath. He had one mind in the changing rooms. He was done. But it didn't happen. He didn't see the game out. He conceded 2 goals in that second leg, and now he's in a silver goal situation. He's under the cosh. I don't know what it feels like under the cosh, but it's been very nice. Marco into Ramirez. Oh, left-footed shot was not strong enough to get in the back of the net, but Guigsey is the man in charge right now. He's running the show. Almost half-time. Silver goal has not been scored, so we are going to be going to the 90-minute mark at least, depending on what happens here in these last few seconds. If someone scores now, it's game over, done. This is a massive opportunity. If he can get it in now and score, he's won the game! Hit it! It's done!
Oh,
no!
Wow.
No! That was it. That was it. My heart was in my mouth.
That is the Neuer effect.
Neuer is the only player that's playing for Toxide right now. The rest of them, I don't know where they are.
Yeah, we were saying earlier he might be a bit error-prone, but right now he's the reason that Toxide's still in this game. And
can still finish here, though, if he gets a late goal. Oscar, can he get it?
Oh, you got to feel so sorry. You got to feel sorry for Guigsey in a sense. He's done well to come back, and to me, that silver goal, he absolutely dominated. We saw in the last 2 games that Toxide had over 60% possession, and to be honest, if he's got anywhere near that in this silver goal, I'll be so surprised.
Sometimes when I play people online, right, because this game has completely changed. You know, it was actually Toxide didn't have a shot on target that time. Sometimes I'll play people online, and you'll play them for one half, and you'll absolutely dominate them completely and utterly. And in second half, they'll come out and they'll feel like a different player. And I often think that it's like I was playing against someone's little brother, and suddenly they've got their older brother on. I feel like that's happened with Guigsey.
Yeah.
I feel like he had his little brother playing in the first game. And then he's got his older brother back in, and he said, no, actually, I'm going to start trying now. Because he's completely different. We're seeing PLALC come on for Di Maria in Toxide's team. But it's still 3-3 going into this second leg. And second half of silver goal. So now if someone scores, it's not a golden goal situation. If someone scores, the game will continue to the 4-minute mark.
See this... there was a chance there for Toxide to have put Suarez in, but he just looks like he's delaying it a little bit too much. He doesn't want to try and force it forward. However, Suarez would have been clean through if he just put a simple LBY in. I mean, as I said in that just before half-time, I'd be surprised that if Toxide had more possession, and he actually had 47%. And in the 2 games before, he had over 60. Ooh, so that just shows how well Guigsey's been playing in this silver goal.
Yeah, I mean, since sort of half-time in the second leg, Guigsey just absolutely turned up. I don't know what it took and what it happened. I don't know what happened. I think maybe he got like a nice good luck text from his mum or something motivated him, and he's just absolutely changed things. And fair play to him. I don't really know what way this could go. I mean, if you're going to go momentum, if you're going to go with what we call exit velocity, you'd give it to Guigsey right now. But anyone can score.
Based on what I've seen in the last 2 games, I'm going to actually think Toxide's going to win this, because Guigsey, he was really clinical. Now, all of a sudden, he's just missed 3, 2 with Barbo and 1 with Ronaldo. He's missing all these chances. He's dominating on possession. He's controlling the game. So now I think he's going to... if he's going to follow the same pattern, he's got to fancy Toxide to win it.
That's one of... Oh, hello. Chance. That's one of the things you get with a Barbo, is you get pace, you get a lot of chances created, but you find it very difficult to finish them. You've got a very inefficient striker on with a Barbo.
Yeah, he's more of like a target man who, he's...
This could be it. Oh, it's good defending. It's a corner, though.
He's more of a target man. He's a big... Obviously, he's got the pace, so he can, get in behind, but as we've seen, he's definitely not a finisher. He's more... He's one of those people you want on the end of a cross. Although, that being said, he kind of missed an easy header and hit the bar with it.
True. But it's still connected with the header, which is harder than it sounds in this game. Here's Ronaldo. There was a ball on in the inside there, which he chose not to take. And I feel like Toxide's decision-making has kind of gone a little bit skew-iff since he's conceded these goals. I think he's under a bit of pressure. He's just been taken by surprise by this whole thing. He didn't expect to be in a 3rd match. He thought the second game he was going to see it out. He was 3-1 up. He was home and dry. And instead, he's away and wet. Here's Dijkmeyer on the ball. Robben. Pogba. Back to Robben. What can he do with Arjen Robben? It's well defended by Guigsey.
Yeah, he's definitely playing so much better, but no, FIFA, just like real life, just one of those games.
It's 11 versus 11 at the end of the day. It's a game of 2 halves, mate. It's a game of 2 halves. Oh, he's kept the corner out there. Well done. Here we go. Nice little one-touch football there from Guigsey in the Celtic strip.
Yeah, he's just got to be careful not to try and force it forward now. He's definitely got a lot of the momentum. The last thing he wants to do is just lose possession needlessly.
He's got a free kick here in a semi-dangerous area. It is scoreable. There's no doubt about that. If he can strike it with Ronaldo, which he's gone for. Oh, that wasn't far off, 68 minutes, sorry, on the clock. So just 22 minutes of FIFA time left. Surely we're not going to see a penalty shootout in the first match of the entire tournament.
I hope not.
That'd be unbelievable.
Penalty's never a nice way to decide a game.
What a start that would be, though. Here we go, we've got Neymar. Nice skill. Inside to Suarez. Suarez to Ronaldo. Now to Pogba. Pogba. Ronaldo, can he turn? Can he turn? Can he turn? He has turned. He's going to hit it.
Oh.
Neuer again. No, that wasn't Neuer, actually, was it? Courtois, yeah. The other Ronaldo. There's so many Ronaldos. PLALC. Ball in. Goal.
Oh,
no!
my God. What a save.
Wow. Wow. Twice we've seen headers ricochet off the bar now.
What?
Once for each team. It's evened it out, to be fair.
Is that a save? That's...
I'm not sure what happened there, Dave. "15 minutes left. This is crunch time. You think Toxide's going to do it? I know your prediction is Guigsey, but you were saying earlier momentum, you think Toxide has it?
Yeah, like, if he's following the pattern of what we're seeing, I've got to say Toxide. Like, obviously, I want Guigsey to win because that's who I've said is going to win. But it's just so hard to call at the minute. As you said just as well, game of two halves, and right now we've seen that because although Guigsey had the chances in that first half. Oh, it's in. Goal.
Oh, wow, look at him stand up out of his seat. He's happy with that one, and you can see why. It's not been easy to come by for Toxide. He's struggled in the last part of this game, but he's got the goal. He's gone 4-3 up. Guigsey's going to have to score in the last, basically, 10 minutes of FIFA time, or else he's going to be a very, very unfortunate loser, because he's really come out of nowhere. Oh, it is a golden goal. It is in the second half. Has it become... It looks like that's it. Oh, no, we still... Yeah, I think we're done. We are done. We just had the clarification on the rules for you there, guys, but it has go to golden goal after half-time, I guess. That's the situation.
Yeah, first half of extra time is silver, second half is golden goal.
Right, okay, okay.
Yeah, as I said, following the pattern of play, Toxide was going to win that, so...
it's over.
Yeah.
I mean, that was an interesting match, that one, because... I think Guigsey was doing really well. He came back in it, and I felt like because he had such a bad start, and we've even been a little bit hard on him, the guys on Twitch were certainly being hard on him, he turned it round. He absolutely turned it round, became a little bit of a fan favourite, a little bit of an underdog. I found a place in my heart for him, I'm not going to lie to you. But then, Toxide just went, actually, I'm going to score and I'm going to win the game.
Yeah, as I said...
awkward. Hashtag it.
The first two games, Toxide kind of dominated and didn't win. In the first half of silver goal, Guigsey dominated and just couldn't score. He had 3 really good chances to win it, and just his finishing just wasn't quite there.
Yeah, I mean it was a great game to start off the tournament. That's the first group game of the tournament, guys. We've got so many more games to come. Obviously, the knockouts to come tomorrow, which is where it really, really gets tense and exciting because that's where the money's really on the line. But that was the first group game of the entire tournament. And what a game it was. We saw it go the distance to the third match, and Toxide was victorious. He's going to be feeling good. He's got himself a win. Huge Gorilla, a.k.a. Spencer, the winner of the Season 1 tournament, has also got himself a win because he had a bye because there was only 3 players in that group. So Guigsey's going to need to win the next game.
Yeah, I mean, he could be playing Toxide again if a huge Gorilla beats Toxide. So, it could be set for a rematch.
What a game that would be. There'd be a lot on the line for that. I look forward to seeing what's going to happen. We've got some more games obviously coming up. We've got games throughout the day in the group stage here at the Season 2 Play Like a Legend Championships. We're going to go to a quick break now, but don't go anywhere. Keep giving us your comments on Twitch, on Twitter, and we'll see you very soon.